How does Walmart know what I'm buying in cash? I got an email from them this afternoon that says, hey, can you rate this product that you purchased recently? And I did purchase that product recently from Walmart. I bought it in cash.
If you guys haven't watched that video, I would encourage you to go check it out. But if you are not going to, I will summarize it for you. Basically, this guy that you just saw on that video, he goes into Walmart. He doesn't have his phone on him. He doesn't have any electronic device on him, no watch, no AirPods, nothing like that. He goes into Walmart, and when he goes into Walmart, he buys something with cash only. And so he leaves, and then the very next day he gets an email asking him to rate the item that he just bought. And so he proposes the question, how did Walmart know that he bought that item when he just cashed out with just cash? He bought the item with only cash, and somehow Walmart was aware of it. And so the purpose of making this video is to raise awareness just on the fact of cash and how we often think that using a debit card can be easily traced and all that kind of stuff, which is true because it's electronic and it's digital. But when we see something like this guy's testimony on how he goes into Walmart, he buys everything with cash and doesn't have a phone on him or a smartwatch or anything like that, and they still knew who he was and what he bought, that should get our eyebrows to raise a little bit. Because they emailed him, they sent him an email, and so he left no digital footprint when walking in there, and yet they had their systems going on, and Walmart knew who he was. And so that means that right when he was walking into Walmart, they knew who he was. Right when he was in Walmart, they knew who he was. They knew his name, they knew his email address, they knew what he bought, they knew all of these things. And he did all of that with only buying cash. And that, to me, is very interesting. Because what we tend to think is that when we purchase things with money, with cash, we often think that it's, kind of under the table in a roundabout way. Nobody knows what we buy, and I kind of was under that idea as well. But now that we see this, Walmart, their technology that they have, it is so insane because this is a grocery store. And so when you walk into a grocery store and a grocery store knows you and they know what you're buying, then I am going to just ask the question, what do the powers that be? What kind of technology do they have? Because it is infinitely just more powerful than what Walmart has. And so again, this is all leading up to the beast system, because during the tribulation, there's going to be that system that's in place. And so we're seeing this right now. You can't buy or sell without them. They know everything. You walk into a grocery store and they see you and they know what you are doing. And that, to me, is fascinating.